I'm the Joe Rogan of St. Joe, and I just want everybody to know that. And Spike here is gonna be my fucking Eddie Bravo. Okay?
I'm gonna take some punches to the head and go retarded for a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Spike, we're here to talk about UFC. We're going to talk about we're going to talk a little about George Floyd. We're going to talk a little bit about some conspiracies too. I feel like we should start off with something that's not negative.
Yes.
And then we should put the negative inside and then finish it off with something more positive, something to get people's minds going.
Yes.
Alright, so Spike and I have made I made a top 5 for each. He made like a top 5. And then
I made a top 12 all time.
Yeah. So we made a top 5 top 5 tier list or favorite list of UFC fighters currently and all time. And so I think we should just start with that. Spike, give me your all-time number 5.
All-time number 5. All-time top 5.
Yeah. Just make sure you speak into the mic a little bit. But like on your all-time list, who's your number 5? Or
coming in at number 5. I'm gonna go down.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to go 1 through 5?
I'm going down from 12 to 1.
Yeah. Okay, I forget that you put fucking 12. All right, go ahead. Who's your? Go ahead and go down.
Number 12. What does that say? What did I put there? I don't know. Number 11. Carlos Condit.
Carlos Condit. Okay.
He had some of the best early highlight tapes when UFC
was first.
I mean, he came after Chuck Liddell, but some of his highlights are amazing. He had a bunch. He tried the flying knee all the time.
Yeah.
Put the flying knee on the map. Had an amazing knockout with the flying knee. He was a very, very well-spoken fighter. Didn't really speak a lot, and just the look in his eyes, he looked like a scary dude across the ring.
Yeah.
Just the name Carlos Condit, the alliteration.
That sounds like Carlos Condit. Sounds like you're about to get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Like,
oh no, that's Carlos Condit. Oh no. Like when you say that name, that's a beast right there.
It's like El Cucuy.
Yeah.
Like when you think of El Cucuy, you think someone's gonna fuck you up.
If anyone has a nickname that is in Spanish,
Carlos Condit.
You just go away, man. Just go away. So number 11 has to be Carlos Condit. Had some really good knockouts. I just liked him as a fighter. He really wasn't a showboat at all, but he knew how to show it. Number 10,
You're right.
10, yeah, Mirko Cro Cop.
Mirko Cro Cop, the leg kicker.
You agree with me? Dude, should he be higher up? I don't know. I don't care. Mirko Cro Cop. He pried everything. Veteran. Just leg kicks, dude. He was the full package.
And he had the best fucking shorts ever, dude.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Come on, dude. He was a designer, dude.
He had a little bit of put a little fashion on the trunks, so that was cool. Coming in next, we have JDS, Junior Dos Santos. I always loved him as a fighter. Watched most of all his fights growing up. Love him on the UFC games too. Amazing. But besides that, JDS is an amazing fighter. He's still fighting.
It was really cool when, like, at one point in time, the only people to lose to each other was JDS and Cain Velasquez.
Yeah. Like,
they were both their record. They had one loss to each other, and that was the only losses. And then JDS came and just fucking said, "Fuck, I'm ready to beat his ass."
Yeah, he was a fun guy to watch. Devastating power, really quick too. So, coming in next at number what is this?
This is a 9.
9. Coming in at number 9, we have Vanderlei Silva. Love Vanderlei Silva. He's a dude. If your face is not your face anymore, you're a fighter. You know, like when all your skin is gone and it's scar tissue, then I think you deserve to be in the top 12 Spike Pike. Okay, there's just no doubt about it. He's a straight veteran, devastating.
He would kill you. Like he stomped on your face and Pride, and wasn't that Pride?
Yeah, he hit some dude right in the nuts. I'm pretty sure one time.
Yeah, like he did not give a fuck. He never fought in the UFC. Right?
No, he did.
He did?
He fought in the UFC.
It was only a couple times though, wasn't it? I thought he was mostly like Pride.
He mostly fought Pride, but
it was before UFC and shit though, wasn't it?
No,
Like, it was as it was transitioning and shit, but, like, he only had, like,
he
one or
ended
two
his career in
cases.
UFC though.
Oh,
He fought like maybe like 8 times in UFC total.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see,
But the thing is, he's had like 50
I'm casual,
fights.
I'm sorry.
He's had like 50, 60 fights. Even more, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Vanderlei Silva, he earned the name the Axe Murderer. Less said. Coming in at number 7, Vitor Belfort.
Mm-hmm.
Another veteran, been fighting since he was like 17 years old professionally in Brazil. So, dude came into UFC, dominated. What can I say?
If you're raised in Brazil, bro, you're automatically tough.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Automatically.
you just see, like, those videos, bro, like, some fucked up shit in Brazil.
Yeah, cops are beheading people down there. So
Yeah.
it's a little. You either get with it or you don't. So
Yeah.
he got with it. Vitor Belfort, cool ass hair too. Always liked his hairstyle. Coming in at number 6. One of my just the transition from WWE to the UFC. He impressed people. I loved him in the WWE. He came to the UFC and did pretty good. Brock Lesnar.
Oh my god.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock the Rock, the Beast
Bro.
incarnate. He's only up here because I liked him as a fan. Not because he's an amazing fighter. He was okay. He was decent. He's good on the ground.
I loved watching him fight Cain Velasquez. Those were some fun fights.
Those are fun fights. The thing is, in the middle of his UFC career, he ate so much meat. He's on almost a strict carnivore diet, and he was constipating his
steak.
organs.
It was steak too.
Yeah.
Like steak was like he was eating steak every day or some shit like that.
He fucked him up. He ate so much meat that he constipated, permanent constipation. They had to remove his organs, so there wasn't like it didn't have to like go in a weird direction, so it wouldn't get stuck. So it'd just be one straight shot almost. He had like 12 feet of his intestines taken out, like right here, right where he got kicked, and Cain Velasquez fighting that ended the fight. And it was only like it was months after the surgery, so he's missing something there, and he got kicked there and lost, and he was never the same after that. Everyone attacked his body. Everyone.
Yeah, I mean you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Not Cain Velasquez.
It's
Brock
Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar.
That's
a scary name.
What do you do?
Brock.
What do
Brock
you do
Lesnar.
when a 200? How much do you weigh? Like
I don't know.
245.
Yeah, something like
6'3",
that.
6'4". Like, what do you do when someone that big is bull rushing you?
286 pounds.
Yeah, let's say he's 286 right now. He's probably cut in at 265 maybe. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do when that is rushing at you? The only thing you can do is hope he ducks and hit him with a knee or something. So,
Yeah, 265.
yeah. His career got ended shortly. He was good on the ground, but one of my better fighters beat him. Coming in right after him is.
I thought you said Conan, like Conan O'Brien. All right, number 5, Conan O'Brien.
Team Coco for number 4. All right, and then coming in next after Brock Lesnar, who's better than Brock Lesnar, and I like these fights. Frank Mir, one of my favorite fighters, who's underrated. He'd crack your bones. Go watch the video. Come on now. The dude was a killer. It was a killer. He could stand up, take it to the ground. If he went to the ground, dude's like 245. Dude, fighting with Brock Lesnar, taking him to the ground and making him look silly, wrapping his legs up like an anaconda. Like, this man was a big man who had the skills of Hoist Gracie.
Hell yeah.
Almost. And that just it was a sight to see, something, that big take it to a small ball type of aspect and mindset on the field. And then coming in after Frank Mir would have to be Chuck Liddell. Just pioneer.
Like if you're a casual, like, and you don't really know much about the new UFC, and someone says, "Hey, do you know any UFC fighters?" Like Chuck Liddell
Liddell
is like the one. They're like those ones.
Everyone knows Chuck Liddell.
Whether it's a movie, like people just know who of Chuck Liddell.
Everyone knows
like,
the Iceman, man. He's amazing knockouts, amazing fighter, amazing work ethic. Him and Tito had one of the best rivalries. It was fun to watch. Just his celebration too, amazing.
What was the celebration? Okay, yeah.
On a small scale.
I knew that.
On a small scale. And then coming in after Chuck Liddell, these are both the same weight class. My favorite fighters of all time. This was just amazing. This man was amazing to watch. Matt Hughes, dude, I just loved his fights. He'd take you to the ground and just throw you around. Like, what do you do?
Bully you,
Yeah.
ragdoll you.
he'd slam a bunch of people, and that was cool. That was awesome. People weren't doing that. Remember, he knocked a dude out one time. He put him up against a cage. He was in a triangle.
He was
choke.
in a triangle, yeah.
He was in a triangle choke, and he had him rested, slammed him down, and the ref thought he was asleep because he dropped him, and so the ref pulled Matt off, and he was like, I knocked his ass out. I'm okay. And the dude's sitting there like, got his head slammed into the mat. It was just, he did that a lot. He'd pick you up, chuck you across the ring. He's a good guy. He's a good fighter, good person. Lives on a farm now. Coming in at number 1, my favorite fighter of all time, George St. Pierre.
Definitely a top 3 GOAT.
Top 3. Just everything about him, well-rounded, 100%.
Yeah,
100%
I mean,
fighter.
and you don't even have to, like, for people who, like, know about UFC and shit, like, you don't even have to, like, say much. You don't have to say anything about GSP. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows.
You can watch one fight of his and know everything about him.
Yeah, and is that your top? That's your number 1.
Number 1, GSP.
All
Yes,
right.
but GSP, everyone gave him flack for leaving the UFC in the middle of like a bunch of doping stuff, and people called him a coward for it. I think it's a smart thing. He came back and still won. So.
Yeah, why fuck with your legacy?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Why go in the ring and get beat by someone whose mind is faster than yours, who is physically stronger and quicker than you are?
All right, so my favorites, I got 5 of them. So number 5, okay, so like these are kind of like newer fighters. So like I don't want anybody like bullying me because I'm kind of a casual when it comes to this shit. But I'm also like introducing myself into this UFC shit. But number 5, I got Cowboy Cerrone, fucking relentless fighter, doesn't give a fuck. He'll take any fight. It can be tomorrow. He's gonna take it. He doesn't care if he wins or obviously he cares if he wins or loses. But like when he loses, bro, he can still take a fight in the next 2 weeks. Lost to Conor in January.
Mm-hmm.
Came back and fought Pettis a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
He's a fighter, all-around fighter,
and I don't know, just that relentlessness and that
all-time finishes leader. Like,
Yeah.
what more can you say? Like, dude has finished more people than anyone.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's why I have Cowboy on there, and that's one of my uncle's favorite fighters who got me into, like, UFC and shit. Number 4, Nick Diaz. I don't know why. I just love the Diaz brothers.
They're fun to watch.
Stick it to the man. Fuck you. Stockton. Fucking all that shit, bro. He's a great boxer. One of the top, I'd say top 20 greatest boxers in UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Just like him and Nate are both Golden Glove boxers. Like
The thing is, people, however great boxers they are, they train for jiu-jitsu.
yeah,
They were ground fighters,
yeah,
and they were that good boxing. That's all you need to know.
yeah. It just sucks that like I wish Nick Diaz, he's suspended right now.
Yeah.
Right. It just sucks. I wish right after Jorge Masvidal tore apart, shredded fucking Nate Diaz, there was talks about Nick Diaz trying to fight Jorge because he's like bullying his little brother. Like, bro, I wanted to see that fight. Like, and who knows? Maybe Nick Diaz don't have it anymore. But it wouldn't surprise me if he did, because fighter's a fighter, and the Diazes are the Diazes.
They could fight no matter what, but longevity, I don't know. They've taken a lot of punches, however many they've thrown.
Yeah.
So
Number 3, I got Chuck Liddell, as you said, pioneer. He had relentless mentality. His finishing combos, it was like he had no stamina. He had unlimited stamina.
Power.
It was like against Tito Ortiz. It was just like fucking
unlimited power.
Fucking, I don't know, just like we said. Whenever you think about Chuck Liddell, or whenever you think about UFC and you're a casual, you know who Chuck Liddell is. If you don't even know, if you never watched a fucking UFC fight, if somebody asks you about Chuck Liddell, you know who he is.
You know his face.
Yeah.
You know
the mohawk.
You know, yeah, you know.
He has the handlebar, don't he? Didn't he have the handlebar?
He's got a full goatee, I think.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I must have been.
But it's like a long goatee to where
Yeah.
it's like that.
Number 2, GSP. Just one of the greatest, well-rounded, all the way rounded fighter. Could stand up with you, could take you on the ground. Has the cleanest record. He's great on and off the fucking out of the cage. I mean, you can't really argue with that. And honestly, if you wanted to, you can switch my 1 and my 2. My number 1 is Silva, Anderson Silva. Definitely one of the greatest of all time. His style has
changed.
Yeah,
the whole
influenced
UFC.
and revolutionized the UFC with taunting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
Had swagger.
right now Israel Adesanya is like the Silva for us. You know, but he's still not even as great as Silva. And I actually want to talk about those two on one of my dream card fights.
Okay, well, dream card, you say?
Dream card?
You've been dreaming?
I've been dreaming.
When did we sleep?
Yeah, so, yeah. All right, so
Okay.
my top 5, I got Cowboy at number 5 for favorite of all time, and then I got Nick Diaz at number 4. I got Chuck Liddell at number 3. I got GSP at number 2, and then I got Silva at number 1 for all-time favorites for me.
Okay, I'm going to recap my all-time list, and I just realized who my number 12 was.
Who was your number 12?
Frankie Edgar.
Oh, Frank Edgar.
Frankie Edgar, dude, you could pound his face to a pulp. He's gonna win the fight. He's gonna win the fight, no matter what. Like the more you hit him, the more he is going to come after you. So Frankie Edgar, Carlos Condit, Cowboy Cerrone. I forgot to even mention Cowboy. He was on there.
You're good.
So 9, Mirko Krokop, JDS, Vanderlei Silva, Vitor Belfort, Brock Lesnar, Frank Mir, Chuck Liddell, Matt Hughes, and GSP. All time, my 12.
That's a good list. I didn't go that deep. I just went to 5. But you know what? It's whatever. All right. I'm going to start off my 5. Actually, I want you to do yours because you have more, right?
I have. I have 3 on it. I think I have.
For your top.
I have 2 honorable mentions and 5 top 5 current.
Go ahead and do yours then.
Okay, top 5 current going down. Or honorable mentions. Volkanovski. We watched him January.
Yeah,
Pretty
he
sure.
fought fucking.
He won the belt.
Yeah, he beat. God damn it, for the belt. Yeah, it was.
What's his name?
I don't even want to look it up.
It's looks like Dalton.
Sergio. No. Max Holloway.
Max Holloway.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Max Holloway.
Why the
Beat
fuck
him.
did I forget that, dude?
That was a
Max
good
Holloway is
fight.
one of my favorites too, actually.
Put it on there.
Yeah, he's gonna be my 6.
So honorable mentions: Volkanovski, well-rounded fighter. I mean, didn't get to see a lot, but he looked really good in that fight. I've seen a couple other fights; looks well-rounded. Khabib, honorable mention. I necessarily don't like him just because of his style, but he is good.
Very boring style.
Very boring style.
Wrestle you to the fucking ground, wear you down over 3 rounds, 4 rounds, and then try to finish you.
But I mean,
It's effective.
If this wasn't like my personal opinion, and it was just pure fighters, he'd be up there because he's an amazing fighter because he can win.
And he's undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated. Like, come on now.
And he's beating the poster child.
Like I have respect for UFC and stuff like this. This is just my personal list. So number 5, Jose Aldo.
Yes, sir.
It's just awesome. Jose got a fucking scar on his face. How cool can you get? Come on. Number 4, Marlon Moraes. He's got a funky style that people can't really figure out. Funky style.
Fuck.
And he's good. He's good. Marlon Moraes. Beat Tanner with him on UFC. So, had to go on there. Number 3.
What's our record on UFC? Like 40 to...
Wait. Number Tanner is beating me at a 1-to-3 ratio. A little bit over.
Is that what that is? Is it 1 to 3? Or is it 1 to 4?
I've won like 13, 14.
And I've won 40?
Yeah, you won like 40 something.
Yeah.
So it's just over a third.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Tanner beats my ass in UFC. But it's a good fight every time. Go watch this video about it.
He's
no
still
more
on
needs
it.
to be
He's
said.
still on it, bro.
I'm getting flashbacks in my head right now. Number 3, Conor McGregor. Actually, number 3, I'm going to throw in the girl fighters, Shevchenko and Nunez. I'd have to put them tied at number 3 just because, you can't forget the women. They are really good in this sport. They could beat some of the guys. So number 2, Conor McGregor. He came back. I'd never really liked him as a person. He's a great fighter, though. He's fun to watch. And the strut afterwards, cool. Number 1, John Jones. No need said.
You don't got to say anything about it.
No.
Just the GOAT.
No.
He's the GOAT.
Watch us fight.
That's my homie.
Watch us fight.
People, if you ask my friends, they probably tell you that if you didn't know me, you would think that me and John Jones hung out every Saturday.
Yeah, like Tanner knows what shampoo he uses.
Head and Shoulders. Even though he doesn't have any hair. Anyways, but yeah, that's my homie. Anyways, so wait, did you already do your whole list?
That's
John Jones
kinda-
is number one?
Yeah, John Jones.
Okay.
Still
Alright.
dominant.
Alright, so I got 7 now. I had
Okay.
5. I just thought about styles and different shit, but
Yeah.
number 7, Justin Gaethje.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking brawler. Brawler with technicality. And I love that so much. And he just tore up Tony Ferguson, which I like Tony Ferguson. Like, no, I respect Tony Ferguson, but I really wanted him to get his ass beat. Like, I don't know, it's weird. It was a weird thing. I mean, I even
He needed
wanted
to be humbled a little bit.
yeah, like,
you know?
but Justin Gaethje tore his ass apart, had him fucking
Beautiful fight.
had him fucking doing that type of shit, bro. Like had him fucking having seizures and shit. All right, number 6, Max Holloway. You reminded me of that Volkanovski fight. But Max Holloway, humble dude, fucking religious man. He's funny as fuck on Instagram. He's a great technical fighter, fast as fuck. I love using him on UFC. Fucking
And he's not afraid to try new things.
yeah.
He'll throw some moves you've never seen.
Did
him
you
throw.
see on the Joe Rogan podcast how he said that
Yeah.
playing UFC is how he like does combos
Yeah.
and shit? Yeah, that was cool. Number 5, Demetrius Johnson. Do I need to say any more? It's Demetrius Johnson, bro. Like, he's the greatest of all time in that division, right?
Yes.
He's the GOAT of that division.
He had one of the longest reigns. Right?
Yeah, and I mean, I really don't got to say much about it. And then number 4, Conor McGregor, poster child of the UFC, entertaining as fuck, great fighter. His left hand is vicious. No one sees it coming. Fucking just a great all-around fighter. But it just sucks because I'll take that back. He's not a great all-around fighter because when it comes to the ground, he's not.
He can hold himself.
Like it's just compared to Khabib or Habib.
Compared to all the other people
Yeah.
in his weight class,
He's well-rounded for everybody except for Habib, which is the best of all time in his division for the ground game. Yeah, Nurmagomedov. All right, and then number 3, Nate Diaz. Snug. Fucking.
Wait a minute. You just stopped his leg.
I did.
That.
I did just do that to him. All right, fucking Nate Diaz. Trash talking. I love him the same reason I love Nick Diaz. Fucking great boxer, great hands. He says fuck all that leg bullshit. He's just there to punch you in your fucking face. And he did get his ass torn apart by my number 2, Jorge Masvidal.
Shout out.
Shout out Jorge, bro. Hey, Jorge, if you see this shit, I'm one of your biggest fans, bro. I swear. Nah, but seriously though, Jorge's been on like one of the craziest tears. Like John Jones, when he went through his championship tear, bro, like that shit was wild. But like recently and shit, like he knocked out Darren Till, he fucking knocked out Ben Askren with the flying knee, like, and then he pieced the fuck up out of Nate Diaz. I thought Nate was gonna win that fight, but bro, he just came out, was just piecing his ass. 1-2, fucking dude.
I want to talk about Jorge for a second.
He's a fucking bad motherfucker, bro.
He won the belt for a reason. Not only that,
BMF.
He's I feel like he's on a different mindset than all the other fighters. Most of the fighters, they might be fighting for their family or fighting for their own will or because it's what they want to do or something like that or dead relatives or anything. I don't know, but or money. Fighting for the family, anything. I feel like he's going out there knowing he is as a gladiator, knowing he is going to beat that motherfucker's ass.
Like it's just a different mindset.
He's going in there for survival. It feels like almost.
Yeah.
Like it's life or death, and he has a game plan.
Yeah,
and he knows it will work.
It's what separates him from like other fighters, and it's just that Jorge, like you said, he goes in there and he's just like. It does seem like if he doesn't win that fight, he will die. That's what he fights like. And bro, like when did you ever see the video when Nate Diaz was in guard and he was trying to like tell Nate to come in and he kicked him in his thing and Jorge goes like that. Yeah. It was so fucking funny. But yeah, dude, Jorge's a bad motherfucker. I guess he went on like this. Joe Rogan podcast told me it was like he went on this thing in this island or like survival thing, and then he was like, "Why am I fucking not knocking motherfuckers out?" Came back, started doing it. Gave the Leon Edwards, that's his name. Gave Leon Edwards a 2-piece and a soda. Fuck, he's bad motherfucker.
He's on a different mindset.
Yeah.
I think he's realized his full potential, and a lot of fighters don't do that. He's got 100% confidence in himself, maybe even 150.
Yeah, bro.
That's what separates him.
Number 1, the greatest of all time. The reason why I didn't put him in my all-time list is because he's still fighting. But he's still the GOAT in my opinion. John Bones Jones. Man.
Big stones the size of trombones, baby.
Fucking John Jones. People, see, here's the thing. People hate greatness, no matter if they want to admit it or not. So
Correct.
anything, here's how I like to, I compare John to the Patriots dynasty. And the reason why I say that is because Tom Brady has 6 rings, I think, in 9 tries, right? He's 6 for 9, I think. Yeah. Yeah,
he lost 2 to the Giants.
He lost 2 to the Giants, and he lost 1 to
Not the Falcons.
No.
Not the Falcons. Oh, hates to be in a Falcons fan today.
He's lost. Oh, the Eagles. Yeah. How do you not fucking remember that? Okay,
I remember cheering on
yeah,
the Eagles. And
I compare John Jones to the Patriots dynasty. So John Jones is undefeated. I don't give a fuck about that 12-6 disqualification bullshit.
Doesn't count.
It don't count. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Like, dude, just wave it off. It's fine.
It's not a loss.
Yeah, he was beating the fuck out of him. It sucks, but it's whatever. But so Patriots dynasty, their Super Bowls, they're so great. Everybody hates the Patriots. Whenever they're into a fight or whenever they're into a game, everybody, it's New England versus the whole fucking United States.
Yeah.
And every time they won a Super Bowl, it was, oh, it's Spygate. Oh, it's Deflategate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's, oh, it's because of this. It's because of that. It's because of this. John Jones wins a fucking fight. Oh, he's on PEDs. Oh,
he's on PEDs. He's taking cocaine. John Gruden wish he had him on his football team. It doesn't matter.
Bro, he's the fucking GOAT. I want to go through this little list. John Jones.
Doesn't matter. The GOAT.
Just pisses me off. Y'all need to fucking respect him because once he's done, you guys will understand. Okay, so
it's like saying Michael's better than LeBron. Cut that out.
Okay, I'm gonna go to see all on this fight history. Okay, so he started off in the UFC. He went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he went 7-0. All right. He fights Stephan Bonner. People know who Stephan Bonner is. It's a noticeable name. You know what I mean?
Meantime, you would come out and said, "Don't believe."
Ryan, and then he loses to Matt Hamill with a disqualification. All right. Fights Brandon Vera, Vladimir Machuch. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. All right, but up to that point, he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 12. So he's 11 0 and 1 or 11 and 1. Whatever the fuck you want to call that L.
Zoom in on that real quick.
Huh?
Zoom in on the names. Thank you.
But so then he fights Ryan Bader. He wins by submission. All right. So this is where it gets fucking wild. So he was a throw-in for Shogun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he was just a fill-in. So he was a fill-in for Shogun Rua. He beats him. And then he fights Rampage, and he beats him. And then he fights Lyoto Machida.
Stop.
And then
those 3 fighters are in like the top.
These are title defenses.
Top 50.
He just won the title. He just won the title. All right. So he fights. So he fights Shogun. He fights Rampage. He fights Lyoto Machida, and then he fights Rashad Evans. Beats him. Then he fights Vitor Belfort. Beats him. Then he fights Chael Sonnen. Beats him. He had a fucking broken toe. Looked down and then started trying, bro. Like that's what he did. And then he fights Gustafsson, one of the greatest fights of all time. beats him. Everybody's like, "Oh, Gustafson, if he fight again, he'll beat his ass." Blah blah blah. This, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up, all right. Then he fights DC. All right, DC's talking all that bullshit. Shut up. Fucking beat him in what? It was a decision, right? Yeah, round 5 decision. And then he fights Open St. Preux. And then he fights DC again. Everybody said DC would beat his ass again. He knocked him the fuck out, okay? Alright? I don't want to hear any other bullshit. Alright, then he fights Gustafson again. You remember how y'all was saying that he was going to beat him if they ever fought again? Well, he dismantled him. What round was it? Third round? Round 3, bro. Dismantled him. Fucking made him look like a dumbass.
Yeah. Where's Gustafson now?
Fucking... Yeah, exactly. Then he fought Anthony Smith, which I like Anthony Smith. Fought Thiago Santos. He tore his ACL. John Jones could have fucked him up really bad in that fight, but he decided to keep it up on his feet and not fucking go in for the kill. So whatever. You know what I'm saying? Dominic Reyes, yeah.
We can talk about this.
Controversy, yeah, sure. I think that was... It shouldn't have been a unanimous decision, if anything. I feel like at least one judge could have put that Reyes' way. Maybe it's biased.
It was a good fight by Dominic, but as Dominic Cruz was saying, when you are fighting the champion, you can't go for a decision.
Yeah.
You got to knock him out.
Yeah.
Or you have to destroy, or you have to dominate the entire thing. And the thing was, it was sort of split. Although how good Dominic Reyes, he looked good in there. He was, a lot of his punches he was throwing looked like they were hitting, but they weren't.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan says this, and I think it should be true too, is that championship rounds should count more for strikes, significant strikes, takedowns, whatever it is.
Yes.
I think it should count more. It's, hey, you're a champion, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like you're in this fight, you're in this battle. Can you last a long haul? Can you do something when it actually matters?
Yeah.
That's the fourth quarter. That's overtime, bro. Like, that's what people got to think about. And Dominic Reyes, John Jones for sure won those 4 and 5, and I think it was the third round, right? Or was it the second round?
There was the third round that was
it
tossed
was like
up in the air.
It was.
And they hit the folks on it.
I think it was 1-2 Reyes,
Yep.
and then 3 was toss up, and then 4-5 was fucking John.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's biasness, but I think John Jones should have won that fight, which he did, and I'm happy about it. If you don't knock out the champ, especially that close fight, you're not going to beat the champ. Whatever, it's whatever, dude. Like, it happens. Yeah. Either way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 fucking title defenses in a row. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
it's not like he lost one and then got it right back.
Oh man,
he's been at the top. He's been at the top.
He's just a GOAT, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to, dude.
What would happen if Michael Jordan won 15 NBA titles in a row? Huh?
If he would be the undisputed GOAT.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't
So
argue
how
with
is
it.
John Jones not the undisputed GOAT of UFC?
And it's everybody, oh, he had all this shit out of the UFC, bro. Do you count records for out of the UFC? Bro, like, shut the fuck up. You know, like, it's whatever. He's the GOAT. People are going to be on some bullshit if you lose the fight. Because, bro, you can't be... It's very, very hard, for one, not to lose a fight. Like,
yeah.
Every dog has his day.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, maybe down the road, I feel like when he's like 35 or something, if he's still fighting, like, could he get caught? Yeah. But...
Who would you say has the advantage going into a championship fight? Is it the person coming in or the defender?
I would say that there's so much pressure on the defender.
That's what I was going to say. The same thing.
I feel like
there is a lot of pressure on the defender, and he hasn't crumbled, which is still.
I feel like when you're going in to a fight
Mm-hmm.
that you're about to fight a dude who has a belt, you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And
Listen.
like when you're fighting that thing, you're put on a high. When you have that belt, you're on this pedestal. And Joe Rogan, I hate bringing him up all the time, but it's whatever.
Mr. Brogan.
Yeah, Mr. Brogan. He was saying that when he interviewed a dude, I forgot who it was. He interviewed a guy right after he lost his belt, and he said, "Hey, how you feeling? I understand this happened." He's like, "Honestly, I'm relieved because I have so much fucking pressure. It's hard to be at the top, and everybody wants to fucking kill you. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit." He was so real about it. And
yeah.
He hasn't crumbled. Say whatever you want about him. He's the GOAT. It's whatever.
You just got to think about the mental toughness of John Jones and this streak he's doing. Every time you win, maybe not him, but other people. Every time you win something, you think to yourself, when will I lose it?
Yeah.
So, I don't even know if that's in his head. Maybe it is. He's just the apex predator.
Yeah,
He really
he's the
is.
he's the GOAT.
He could go to the NBA and be good. He could go to the NFL and be good.
Who's your three GOATs? Who's your top three GOATs? I think we have the same list.
Well, John Jones and GSP are on there definitely.
Yeah.
Heavyweight would probably be the one that have to fill in.
What about just your three greatest of all time fighters? Mine is John Jones, GSP, and Silva. And you can switch GSP
Anderson
and Silva. Yeah, Anderson Silva. But like I think John Jones is the GOAT.
I think your list is pretty good.
I mean, those are the three on the Mount Rushmore. You can add a fourth.
Who would be that fourth? Put it in the comments.
Yeah. Go ahead and put down fourth dude in the comments. He's gonna be like, "It's me. it's me." But shit, bro. I think that was a really good segment and shit. But let's go to our dream card segment. This shit's gonna be fire as fuck.
Cue the dream music.
Hey, we'll see. You'll see. All right. So, you want to do yours first? Or you want me to do mine first? I do not care.
You go ahead and do yours
All right.
first.
So my dream. Are you sure you haven't seen mine?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
Okay. All right. So my prelim. I got Joe Rogan versus Eddie Bravo. Dude, this fight would be amazing. Everybody want to watch it, and they know they're really good friends. Fucking Eddie Bravo's he's a jiu-jitsu like dude, right?
Yeah,
like
he's good on the ground.
Yeah, and then Joe Rogan does the same shit. Joe Rogan throw a couple leg kicks, throw a couple spinning back kicks, whatever, dude. Fuck him up. And,
Joe Rogan ain't got that reach, but once he hits that spinning side kick.
Look, all you gotta do is bring a whole bag of DMT, all right? And you're gonna be like, Joe, you win. This is yours, bro. Like,
he will go in there and rip their face off like a spider monkey.
All right. Starting off the night, my dream card fight is Amanda Nunes versus Joanna. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Bro, I feel like that fight would be great. I feel like Nunes would...
Joanna's the one that got her forehead busted?
Yeah, by Zhang.
She won? Or lost?
She lost. But that was a good-ass fight. That was one of the greatest UFC fights ever. Like,
yeah, I watched highlights of it. It was good.
Was you not here when that happened?
No, I wasn't here.
Damn, dude. Oh, yeah, because you faked. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, but I think that'd be a great fight.
I was out there good.
But I think Nunes would obviously win because she's the GOAT of women's fighters. Fuck you, Cyborg.
She's built different.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. She's like... I don't know. Number 4, Nate Diaz versus Nick Diaz. Come on. Imagine you both two slaps at a time. Snagged it. Fucking... Come on, fucking... 1, 2... What?
What if they mirrored each other? That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be funny as fuck.
Mirrored, have the same strategy.
Exactly. Like, imagine those two brothers squaring off. It never would happen, bro, because they're like, they're brothers. They're gonna stick up for each other.
They
don't
might
want to
spar
fight each
together,
other.
but they ain't fighting each other.
And pause. Wait, what'd you say?
Pause.
Yeah.
I said fighting.
Oh, never mind. I thought you said never mind. All right. We'll cut that out. No, I'm just kidding. All right, but yeah, Nate versus Nick for the second fight on the main dream card. All right, and the third fight, Israel Adesanya versus Prime Anderson Silva. Prime Anderson Silva. They already fought once, but that shit, Anderson was out of his prime. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Have you ever watched that fight?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, it's like...
What can you do?
I feel like Anderson will beat his ass. Anderson will fuck him up.
I'm with you. Although it'd be weird to see their styles clash because they
exactly.
Adesanya emulates Anderson Silva, so you don't know how it would be. They just be.
It's they're both good the whole time. It's just like when you spam the right stick on the music.
Yeah.
It's like it'd be like Prime Kobe versus Prime MJ.
Oh yeah.
That's literally what that would be.
That's what that fight would be like. Honestly.
That'd
be a good fight.
All right, number 2, Jorge Masvidal. You like how I say his name? Jorge Masvidal, the Mexican Jesus, right?
Yep.
No, Street Jesus.
Street Jesus. Yeah.
Masvidal versus Conor McGregor. Masvidal versus McGregor, bro. I don't know if Connor wants that smoke.
No. Connor don't want the smoke.
Bro,
Connor don't want the smoke.
Jorge wants that money bag.
That's the money bag.
It is.
Yo.
That's the red panties. The red panty night. Tell your wife, you go, your baby.
You got Masvidal?
Huh?
That fight?
Yeah.
The thing
I
is,
take Masvidal.
I would take Masvidal too, but the thing about Conor McGregor is once he hits you with that left, the fight's going anyway it wants.
Yeah, and the thing is also with McGregor though is that I feel like people think he is, but people think of McGregor as just on top of the UFC when he's a great fighter, but Nate Diaz has showed that he can whoop his ass, and fucking Khabib has shown that he can whoop his ass. Like
Yeah.
people think of McGregor as some oh my god he's a fucking
He's not untouchable.
yeah like in Masvidal. I don't like to think like this because this is obviously such a flawed argument.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz fucked up Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
Masvidal fucked up Nate Diaz. I don't like thinking like that. Like I said, flawed argument, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like typically.
That's how the
Masvidal could
dominoes
fuck him
fell,
up. Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it's whatever. But I feel like I would take Masvidal. I'd probably, dude. I don't like betting money, but I also feel like, bro. Do you think Dana White? Nah. Here's how my brain's working. Do you think Dana White would be like, oh, you don't beat up McGregor because like he's the poster child? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then Masvidal will be like, nah, fuck that. I'll be the poster child. Like,
Yeah.
he's not gonna take a fall. You know what I mean? Masvidal is that dude, bro. Shout out Masvidal, bro. What's up? He liked some of my comments because he's a bad motherfucker. All right, number 1, Jones versus Ngannou.
Ooh.
I want to see that fucking fight, dude. I got John. Bro. Precision beats power.
Yeah.
Stipe unlocked the blueprint to whooping fucking Ngannou's ass,
Yeah.
bro.
And Jones, he has power, but he is fast and elusive. And Ngannou could not get out the way fast enough. John Jones is going to hit him with that quad kick so many times. Ngannou can't walk. And then what's Ngannou going to do when he starts unleashing? What are you going to do?
Bro.
But if Ngannou hits him with that, that 1-2,
Fucking
it'll be a choke.
thing about John Jones now. Everybody's like, oh, he don't go in, and he's not fucking throwing spinning back fist and spinning elbows and flying knees and shit. Bro, he doesn't go in there and doing that bullshit anymore. He's got a belt, bro. He's not trying to risk everything. He goes in and he wins the fucking fight. That's all he does. He goes in and he wins a fight. That's why he's the GOAT.
As you were saying, championship rounds. That's what he fights for.
Yeah.
He's not out there trying to prove a point anymore.
He's out there
planning for round 4 and 5.
He's out there running his marathon while you guys are out there sprinting and getting tired. That's why John Jones runs circles around you. He doesn't finish people. Dude, he's fucking undefeated. Shut up. That's how I feel. All right, bro, I want to hear about your dream card. Who is in your prelim?
Prelims, Spike Flags, dream card. Coming in the prelims, I only have 3 prelims. Carlos Condit versus Volkanovski. I'd love to see that fight.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, they just threw it on there. Who knows what's gonna happen? I got Condit in it. Volk could take him to the ground. Coming in at 2 prelim and Nunez versus Rousey. Have they fought?
Nunez and Rousey? Yes. Nunez won, I believe.
Yeah, I want to see it again.
Yeah.
Replay. However much I wanted to put, repeat fights on here, I had to put one just because, they're at the top. So, just had to put them on there. So, and then my number 1.
It was only like a 2-minute fight.
Yeah, this was at the end of Rousey's career, dude. She's done for.
It's just, yeah, bro. Like she shook. 443.
Yeah.
Yeah, she shook. I say that so I can like, if I put this video in there, yeah, bro. I do want to give Ronda Rousey props because without Ronda Rousey, bro, I don't think there would be women's fighting in the UFC.
No, she put it on the map. The thing is, she's fought in a lot of fights. This was the end of her career.
Oh my god.
She's getting her ass
God,
beat,
bro.
but fuck, dude. What can you do, dude? Nunez is just a predator.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah. Oh man.
Maybe I want to see Ronda Rousey get knocked out again. Who knows?
Look, bro, like, she doesn't even know. Like, look, she's just standing there like, bro, she doesn't know.
I'm ready, ref. I'm ready. I can see right. She's dazed, hopping around.
Nunes is a monster. She got knocked out though by fucking for like a split second. Who was that girl that was?
That was fucking her up that we saw.
Yep.
Who was that?
It was
She was a. We're on to fighters like. Look it up. Names coming off me. Either way, number 1 prelim, Matt Hughes versus Forrest Whitaker. Just a weight class battle.
Randomly.
Yeah.
Jermaine Randomly. Yeah.
Yeah, they fought a good fight.
She knocked her out for a second, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
she was.
Yeah, it was those fucking heel kicks.
Yeah.
From her guard.
I was telling her, man.
From her guard, and then she fell down and like woke up and was like fucking held on, bro.
Yeah. Nunez couldn't hear me from the corner, so
Yeah. You're right.
I was like, "Man, watch it from the key." Anyway, number 1 prelim, Matt Hughes versus Forrest Whitaker. Be a good fight. Forrest Whitaker, striker. Matt Hughes, ground game. Cool to see.
You know what would be a great fight? Anderson Silva versus Forrest Griffin. That fight was terrible.
Let's not talk about it. I love Forrest Griffin. And then coming at the main card, fight number 4. There were four fights, and then the main fight. Number 4, Mark Coleman versus Khabib, the battle of the ground goblins.
He named it. We're gonna have a bell that says it's just GG Ground Goblins.
Yeah.
Fucking, bro, I'd still take Khabib.
Still take Khabib over Mark Coleman?
Yes, sir.
Mark Coleman invented the ground and pound.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I really don't, but I don't know. I just
It'd be
know.
a good fight. It'd be a good
Okay,
fight.
we'll say that he talks shit about Khabib's religion.
All-American Mark Coleman going in there with a Coleman grill. Cooking Khabib. Number 3, Jose Aldo versus BJ Penn.
Ooh,
I
have
love
they
BJ.
already fought?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, though. Have they?
No.
There's literally a
Did
fight
they?
right there.
Is that? No.
I don't know. Either way, if they have, prime
7
Prime.
seconds long.
BJ. Prime Jose Aldo.
Prime blowjob.
The thing about these are, yeah, that's not.
Uh-oh. It's not even BJ Penn. That was Michael from GTA 5. Who the fuck was that, bro?
I don't know.
All right.
Anyway, Jose Aldo versus BJ Penn. That'd be a good clash. Number 2 coming in next on the main card. Chuck Liddell versus John Jones. Prime Chuck Liddell. Prime John Jones. Jones is winning, but they're putting on a show.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
Who
that
knows?
fight alters John Jones' career, though.
it would.
I feel like the
Liddell
aftermath
could
of that-
Liddell could catch him slipping with that. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta ban that motherfucker.
Yeah, ban the overhand right. It's a real thing. Go to your city's local town hall. Go to section 5A 3B section 49. Ban the overhead right. It is a real thing. Number A. I mean, you heard me.
He said number A.
Yeah. Number A. Frank Mir versus Crow Cop.
Oh shit.
They have good leg kicks.
I'm gonna
Good
take
on
Frank
the ground.
Mir.
Mir could take him down, and just do what he does, break bones, dude.
That's a tough one.
Super fight that UFC would love. GSP versus McGregor.
I think GSP's taking that shit.
GSP's taking that shit. GSP would literally
He would dominate on the ground too.
dominate on the ground, and he could stand with him up top. GSP's quick and everything. GSP would. He'd go to sleep and dream, and his dreams would tell him exactly McGregor's
His blueprint.
his blueprint and how to beat him. And GSP would wake up, go look at film, and be like, "There it is. That's the hole. That's where you go every time." That's the difference between GSP. Not only is he amazing work ethic, he does a lot of film.
Yeah.
Plans a lot for his fights and sticks to it, which is good. So that's a dream card. Dream card main event: GSP Gregor, Mir versus Crow Cup, Liddell versus Jones, Aldo versus Penn, Mark Coleman and Khabib for the Ground Goblin belt. So
Hell yeah.
dream.
So fucking. What?
I'm like, I fucking fix my hair.
Oh, you're good. You look like you and Dean gotta go get some ghosts or some shit.
I gotta think of Jared's voice. Dean. Quit talking to that hot chick, man. I'm haunted by demons, Dean. Fuck, Dean.
All right. So we went through our UFC dream card plus favorite fighters.
Yep.
I think we should move to something a little bit more serious than that. So this shit that happened with George Floyd.
Pull up the video.
Yeah.
However much I don't want to watch it again.
Yeah, I don't really want to.
I don't want to watch it again, but for sake of talking about it, I feel like the weight of his death we have to see with our own eyes again. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't like hearing that shit. But you know what? It's just sad. Like, it's such a touchy subject because, for one, bro, we're white and like,
Yeah.
it's tough. Let's see.
I don't care. I'll touch it. Injustice
Yeah,
is
I-
injustice.
I will too. Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
No, I'm gonna go to Facebook because I know that shit.
Yeah, it's on Facebook, man. But anyway, those who don't know, man was murdered in
broad
by the
daylight.
police. Had 3 police officers kneeling on him for 10 minutes straight. They were ordering him to get into the police car while they were holding him down, handcuffed. And the thing is, if he were to try to obey their orders, he is fighting or resisting. So, the completely fucked up. Those cops, especially the one who's doing it.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, I hope-
Life. That's the highest degree murder you can get. Broad daylight, everyone watching around you.
recorded. They're telling you, hey, check his fucking pulse. Check his pulse.
Yeah.
Check his pulse.
Couldn't even reach down and check his pulse.
Okay, well. So, like, yeah, he's on there saying he can't breathe and shit. Dude has his fucking knee on his... I'm gonna read some groaning. He's groaning and shit. This...
They're asking him what is he up to while they have their knees on him.
And the fucking cop has his hand in his pocket, bro, pushing down on his fucking knee so
Mhm.
that he can crush his fucking... So he can just... He's crying for his mom and shit, bro, like... And he starts to... And then he starts saying, bro, you know what really sucks? Is that, like, when you're dying, doesn't, like, your body, like, parts of your body shut down?
Yeah.
Like... He was saying, like, oh, my stomach hurts. He was saying shit like that. But I feel like as he's choking and losing and dying because he's getting choked, his body parts are shutting down, bro. So, like, his stomach, he's saying, oh, my stomach hurts and shit. Right there, he's gasping for fucking air. And that fucking cop's just there. He's just staring at him, bro.
Piece of shit.
And there's
looks like Bobby
there's
Hill.
2 other... He does. But then there's 2 other cops right there, too.
Yeah.
You know that? He's getting... Look, dude, he's fucking gasping.
One's laying on his...
Look at his face, bro. Like, he's just gasping right there. Like, he's just trying to get air. And, like, they're just saying, check his pulse, he's not doing anything.
Race aside, this is still... How do you sit there and watch this? Race back in, this is... It just continues. It's fucking... It's horrible. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. This continues every day.
And, like,
how many people within the last month have died by cops or, unjustifiable deaths?
Like, right there, bro, he's gone. Like
Yeah.
he's slipping
he's
away.
lifeless.
He's slipping away right there. Like I feel like there's still enough time. There's still enough time to
where
save him.
If they got off of him, he could probably,
Like bro,
come
as
back.
he's dead right there. He's just looking around and his fucking knees on him, bro. He's a fucking piece of shit. The shit pisses me off so bad.
And the thing is that dude right there, fucking Bobby Hill, looks proud to stand there.
Yeah.
Looks proud to protect his officer.
And like, dude, he's fucking dead, bro. Like, and it's just so sad, man. He's crying for his mom and stuff like that, bro. And they're all telling him, check the pulse, check the pulse, check the pulse. And
dude, if I'm right there, I'm knocking Bobby Hill the fuck out, dude.
but thing is, bro, what can you really do?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna you hit him, you punch him, you punch the fucking white cop, dude. You shoot the white cop, whatever. You're getting killed for one.
That's the sacrifice you got to make, man. That's the
Like-
sacrifice you got to make.
But like, are you willing to take that sacrifice? You know what I mean?
I feel like if you deck Bobby Hill right there, you could draw the attention of it, and they get off him for a little bit.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Look, beep, and then run away and all the
Like, bro,
"Hey, get there."
but think about it. It was, I think they were mostly minority. I'm not for 100% sure, but I think there was at least 4 people that's from the recording standpoint.
Yeah.
And I think there was mostly minority. And let's say one of them decks Bobby Hill, bro, and like
They're getting shot.
And even if they just decked him, they all ran over to him and he like lay down on his stomach and put his hand behind his back before they even caught up to him. Bro, they're gonna fucking beat his head into the fucking ground. They're gonna fucking they're gonna shoot you, bro. Like, they're gonna say you're resisting. Like,
But it is the right of the people to go against the will of law enforcement if it is deemed, unrighteous, or what is it?
and bro, look, and so here's my thing.
It's
That-
unjustifiable.
That dude who was on his fucking neck should go to prison for first-degree murder or to be fucking executed. It's whatever, bro, at this point. The fucking Bobby Hill dude and the 2 other cops, they're just as fucking guilty. They
Yeah.
should at least get... They should get a
Manslaughter
murder
charges.
charge. They should get some
Murder
type
or
of
manslaughter.
It doesn't matter,
Doesn't-
bro. I don't know if they deserve a first degree. Maybe they do. I don't know. I just know for a fact that white dude right there deserves a fucking first degree murder charge. All right. Now, next, the paramedics that come up right here, bro, and check his pulse, and he doesn't have a fucking pulse, and then they
This is the part where I had to stop watching. I couldn't watch them pick his lifeless body up with no care.
and they ragdoll him onto the fucking stretcher, bro. Are you serious? And his hands are behind his back, and he's just laying there like that, bro. And yeah, and then fucking Bobby and-
Hill, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, and look, that fucking badge, bro, it just pisses me off. And then they throw him in the fucking ambulance. Do you think they did anything inside the ambulance, bro? Do you really think they did?
They probably drove all the way to the hospital just to pronounce him dead. Probably.
Like, I
don't know.
It just he was on his fucking neck, like looking around. He stopped breathing. He stopped moving.
Turns out that officer was a known
Racist.
racist.
Make
yes.
America white again. Yeah.
What are you gonna do? So now the predicament that we're in is what's going on in Minnesota. Is it okay? Do I agree with it? Sorta.
Like all the shit, the rioting and the looting and shit.
Yeah.
See, here's
However much it is nonsensical and dumb to do, you could go about it in better ways. But it's to the point where has that worked? No. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna like what they're people don't understand this is they are making everything they're making it hard for companies to make money off of this, destroying shit, and what controls America? Money.
Yeah.
So
Money publicity. Publicity.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, I feel like, do I agree with them looting and shit? No, I don't. I don't feel like you should go and get you a 50-inch flat screen TV because that man died. Like, I really don't. But you know what that's doing? Them going in and doing that shit, it's raising awareness in a way. Like, I'm seeing it all over my shit. I'm like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. Good for them. Like, but at the same time, bro, like, that man's not gonna come back to life. But this isn't working anymore. Right in black Lives Matter on a fucking sign and raising it up and doing a peaceful protest isn't working anymore.
Not at
Like,
all.
this happens, they do a peaceful protest, a month later, another video pops out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a never-ending cycle. People forget about it, and then it's just another cycle, bro. So, like, I see these things. We've been doing it the MLK way for the last however many years.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's start doing it the Malcolm X way. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I get that, but it's just I feel like it's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose situation for the black community
way to put
and
it.
for us too. Like I see, and I shouldn't be getting pissed off, bro, because I understand the frustration because it hurts me and it's like heartbreaking to see this video. It's like, oh, all these white people are pieces of shit. Like you know, and
Yeah.
I know that it's out of frustration mostly and out of anger because like, bro, but we want to be like, bro, not all white people are like that. Spike, me and you are not like that. Like,
Yes, this is something I have to say about that. This event that's going on, people disagree and agree. And people say it's going to divide us as a nation. Division is what we need from the racists. We need to divide from them.
yeah,
Because I mean, racism goes over all races. You can be black and racist. You can be green and racist. Doesn't matter. Whites are predominantly racist though, because you know everything that's went on in Europe and even slavery over here, and and people I've met, majority white people I know, love everyone. Hippies, you know. And people got to realize we're one, and that's what sucks because, you know, people can't. But this is what it's doing. It is dividing us as a country. But one side's gonna be bigger,
That's
and
what
it is gonna be for the right
it's
side.
what the government wants, bro.
Yeah.
They want division and they want race wars. Spike, about a week ago, maybe it was less. What did I say? I said, bro, you know what's sad? That there's dead ass like a race war going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know what happens a few days after that, a week after that? This fucking
This.
video comes up.
Yeah.
Like, and that shit just is driven by the media, bro. I bet you
Media
CNN is saying, I bet you CNN is saying, oh, the cops saying bad shit about the cops or whatever, which is good. But I bet you Fox maybe is defending it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Like
usually how it is.
That's
It's one news station.
CNN is pro. More, it's liberal, right?
Yeah.
CNN is liberal, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't know for sure. I know Fox is more conservative though,
Yeah.
but CNN is more liberal. Maybe I don't know. But it's just they're both pushing their fucking views
Their
and
agendas.
their agendas on us. And this shit like this, it's just sad, man. Like bro, he forgery. It was forgery.
Wasn't
He
even a
fucking-
bad check.
he
It was a
fucking-
good check.
Was it?
Yeah, they thought he was writing a bad check. It wasn't a bad check.
Like-
Died over nothing.
And it's just sad because we throw around this term, he died over nothing, but he dead ass died. Like, he will never see another light of day again because this group of cops and this white fucking piece of shit did that to him. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
that's so fucked up, bro.
And what makes this real murder and no excuse, no justification? A gun was not involved. You know, no fucking. Oh, my finger slipped and he scared me. No, you sat there on his neck and killed him.
It was he was drowning. He was drowning in the air. Like, he was choking to death. Imagine drowning, but not in water. That's what he was doing. He was sitting there getting choked for 9 minutes. 9 minutes long. It's like imagine somebody has their hand right here, and every minute they just push a little bit harder. They just push a little bit harder. Another minute goes by, they push a little bit harder. And then at the end of the day, you're like this, and you can't fucking talk. And at the end of the day, you're closing your pipes, and you're breathing through these tiny holes through whatever is left that's not closed up. And eventually, bro, you can't live off that. You're pumping your shit too slow, and you fucking just black out, and then you're gone. Like, that shit's just terrible.
Yeah. Absolutely stupid. So, all this being said, it's completely wrong. they think it's going to divide us, but it's only going to separate us from the bad people.
It just sucks thinking about it like that, because
Yeah.
we are going to be a part of the bad people in their perception, because
Tables are turning.
have you heard the Muhammad Ali quote when he was like, "Oh, not all white people are bad," and he says, "All right, if I gave you some Skittles or something like that, or if there were some snakes and only there was 100 snakes, or I'm misquoting it, I'm sorry, but 100 snakes and 3 of them are poisonous, do you still walk through that valley?" or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Like 10 Skittles, 2 of them are poisonous. Do you still eat the bag of Skittles? Or do you still take one of those out? Do you still take that chance? That's how we are. It's, hey, there's 1 million white people, and 100,000.
100 of them are in the fucking Klan.
Yeah,
you know?
bro. Like, do you take that chance? I don't know. It's gonna be one of those things to where online people are gonna stereotype white people as being racist, because, bro, there is racist white people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just people who know us that are a minority know who we are, and I feel like we have to come with, like, for the smaller picture, we have to come to it's gonna be fine, like, in that way, you know. It's we're not gonna be
if I go to Atlanta and try to dap someone up, like what kind of look am I gonna get? You know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's sad about this, bro, is that that cop is a fucking piece of shit. Like, he literally killed that man. That man had a mom. That man had a dad.
I don't know. Our worries right now, you know, about this is just what they've been experiencing forever. So
It's just being recorded.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, like, yeah, it's. But I don't know. The only way to get past this is put everything aside. Treat your fellow man with love, compassion, empathy, sympathy. You know.
You don't have to be the same race to be brothers, and you don't have to be the same race to step up for one another and, like, stick up for one another.
Yeah.
White people, bro, stick up for Black Lives Matter. Stick up for whatever you got to, because this shit's fucked up. This shit's really bad.
There's a reason why it's called the human race, because it's only one.
Yeah. It's one with different, what's a good word for that? Like, it's one race, just different
locations where they originated from, you know.
Yeah.
How far away were you from the sun?
Yeah.
That determines the color of your skin.
Yeah.
How stupid is that?
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
But shit. All I know is that I think you and I can both agree it was unjustified, and there needs to be justice for George Floyd, excuse me. And I hope that those cops get sentenced. If it's a death sentence, it's whatever at this point. The paramedics, those guys are just as guilty. I don't know.
They might get some assisted murder or something.
You know,
like
I'm not going to say that those guys are getting first degree or anything.
Yeah.
But that white cop definitely deserves first degree murder, and his name is, I forgot, but everybody found out where he lives.
Yeah, everybody knows. They're camping outside his house right now.
Yeah, fucking there was like hundreds of cops at his house protecting him.
Yeah.
His name is Derek Chauvin, I think.
Yeah.
I believe Derek Chauvin, maybe. I don't know.
I
Either way,
attack on them.
But
this is my opinion.
But yeah, hopefully there's justice for Floyd, and I feel like we should get off the subject a little bit, and then we'll end it off with some different. What we got? Conspiracies.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man.
Everybody love everybody. Jackie Moon. Proverbs.
Yes, sir.
16.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So you said that you got.
I guess it's conspiracies we can talk about.
All right. These are not mainstream conspiracies. I'm gonna turn this video off. Shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
All right. So these aren't mainstream conspiracies. These are under the table. What would you call these?
I don't know. Maybe one or two on here is mainstream.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's go through the
But
list.
before conspiracy theories, I want to talk about theories in general.
Okay.
Okay. If anyone's never heard, there is something called the stone tape theory, whereas the environment around you takes in every source of energy around it and holds it forever till it's destroyed. Energy is not destroyed; it's transmuted into different forms. So my voice right now is a form of energy. The vibrations are making sound by hitting off the walls. They are in that wall forever. The imprint of that vibration. That is the stone tape theory. So let's say, like, why do you think when you go into a house that you feel a creepy vibe? Because something creepy has happened there or is residing there.
So, like, if someone gets murdered and they're like, ah,
Yeah.
they're yelling, bro, all that energy goes into the fucking wall.
Those screams are in the walls. They are in that space. And that's why if you were to go into a room and someone's murdered, I don't know if you've ever been, but, I mean, I've been to a place where someone's been murdered, and it's a weird feeling. Like, have you been to the Krug Trail where she was murdered?
Oh,
very,
no, I didn't.
Very weird feel. Yeah, I was just walking there with my sister and I started crying. Just out of no, I don't cry easy, and I felt the energy. The wind started blowing and it was really weird, and the energy was still there of her screams and everything. It was just different.
Oh, bro, I just got like goosebumps.
Yeah, it's horrific to think about, but also good things. Good energy. I don't know.
It could be both ways.
There are things we cannot see with the human eye. I've seen them, sort of. Vibrations. Emotions have radio waves that emit from a person. That's why you can read a person's face. But let's say you're tripping off some drugs and you see someone who's sad. They will have a dark aura around them, and But that. Any type of feeling, energy, action holds energy, and it is emitted from that action or feeling and permanently imprinted along the things inside of it.
So that's the dark tape?
Stone tape.
Stone tape.
The stones are a tape they record.
Wow.
So
yeah, that shit. Oof. I mean, So that's just a theory. Like, that's not like for sure, or like.
They can't prove it.
Yeah.
You can't prove it.
Yeah.
But it's human intuition,
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got a bad feeling about this, stuff like that. So
that's a good one. I like that one.
Ghost Adventures talks about it a lot. If you ever watch that show, but it mainly bad actions and bad emotions have the biggest impact on the things around them. So. Moving on to another theory, the Akashic Records. There's talks that the human consciousness is actually one thing. A web is a web. It's one web. But how many lines are in a web? They all intersect, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the human consciousness. That is what we're talking about. That's the part of realizing we're all one. Every human in their life goes through almost the same emotions at least once.
Happiness,
sadness, everything.
anger, regret.
Yeah,
like all those. Yeah.
You can be a millionaire and be happy, or a millionaire and sad. You are still going. You still emotionally have almost went through the same thing as someone who's poor and lived in a goalie their whole life. However much I hate to say it and sympathize with people who've had it better than me, I can't say they've had better than me because have they really? You don't know. You never know what a person has felt, or you don't know.
Yeah, just because you have. Okay, money is not natural.
Yeah.
When you're born, you're natural, and your feelings are natural.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit is within you. And
yeah.
Money is an object. Wealth is an object. Why? How could It's like just because I'm living in an apartment and shit like that, and I make a job that's not like what I wanted to make, doesn't mean I'm not happy. But there's people that are millionaires who are depressed and that kill themselves. Like, just, yeah.
That's the thing. And all materialistic things aside, what do we have left? Our emotions. That's it. And
we put them into the fucking walls.
Yeah. And then we put them into the fucking walls. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna start fucking hate my life. I fucking hate my life. If you want to feel depressed later, you just come back. So, that's what I'm saying. We're all one when it comes down really to it. All life forms, I think. All organisms and life forms have some type of connection to each other. You know, maybe some may even say that the human consciousness is the antimatter that holds up space. It is the nothingness. You know, so
it's fucking deep.
Yeah. So no, that's where you go when you die. Maybe, I don't know. But speaking upon that, some people believe in reincarnation and everything else, and just you'll figure it out when you get there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I never got about all that stuff, and why try to promise what's after when no one really knows. You can't. You figure. I remember Miss Shaganol asked me, he's like, "Why do you believe in when you die?" I said, I was high as fuck in class. Fuck. I said, I'll see when I get there. She was like, I never thought about it that way. How have you never? Like, how could you have a preconceived of what's waiting there for you? You don't. Just try to do the best that you can do in this life. That's all you really can do.
What is your advice for people who have a fear?
A fear of death?
Mm-hmm.
People who have death is not the end. That's all I have to say about it, man. Death is not the end. Like I said, energy never dies. You have a thing in your body that is constantly. Where does it get its energy from? You know, it's the brain. It feeds off of stuff we put in our body, but all these thoughts and emotions. It does not die. It just goes somewhere. Where we don't know. People try to prove that. I think maybe if you die, people can't move on after they die, right? Like they're in a purgatory ghost state. It's because they didn't die justly. They can't move on with their death, and so they are trying to relive their entire life to figure out what happened. Like I hate to bring it up, but like some ghost shows, they capture ghosts asking, "Where are they? What happened? How did I get here?" A lot of people don't know that they died. But
sorry,
you're good. But how I look at it is I don't know. I've had some strange things occur in my life, and I just know that it's not the end. You go somewhere, whether it be reincarnation. Maybe if you lived a good life, you might be a dog. Who knows? Lived a shitty life. Good luck being an ant. Good luck living for 10 days. Yeah. On to the next. You're a piece of you're a plant. Like, there's a reason why plants and everything is affected by music. If you don't know, music can help plants grow. It's because maybe those plants have emotion,
energy. Yeah.
They have an energy that can be affected by that energy, and even down to the core of the earth. It's an ever cycling. You die, you decompose. You're going to the core, and it's an infinite circle. Maybe if that's what you want to believe in, that's okay. But I feel like part of your soul does go into maybe a paradise or a hell or something like that. Just depends on the way you look at it. So I just know death is not the end. You go somewhere.
What's the next one?
Next on, we're gonna get spooky. Aliens! The frogs are gay! Alright. Anyways.
Alright, go ahead.
Anyways. I don't know if anyone's brought this up on here or not, but JFK, I don't know if it's mainstream or not. No one,
JFK is
sort of.
it's perfect. That's a perfect one.
A lot of people like to say the CIA set it up, or Soviets or something like that. Cold War shit. But I was getting to thinking. What if it was the mob? What if JFK was killed by the mob?
Didn't JFK? So he was with Jackie. Jackie was his wife, and but he cheated with
affairs.
Marilyn.
He had affairs.
Yeah, bro. But then didn't Marilyn Manson die? Because
the beautiful people. The beautiful people. Yeah. he ain't dead yet. Imagine if JFK was fucking around with Marilyn Manson. What would you do?
Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Oh shit! But didn't she die from the mob? Didn't somebody kill her?
Yeah, she had a sketchy death.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you haven't watched the movie Irishman, watch it and you'll
With
De Niro.
De Niro.
Pesci.
That's 3 hours long though, isn't it?
It is 3 hours long, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Get some popcorn, maybe 2 bags, 3 bags, 4 bags, 5 bags, 6 bags, 7 bags. All right, I'm not speaking from personal experience. All right, but there's theories that the mob put him in office, and he was supposed to get rid of communist Cuba because they were communist, and they put him in office so he could get rid of communist Cuba. And the Bay of Pigs happened, failed. They tried invading Cuba, failed. So the Bay of Pigs, they failed. So then they put them ships out there, and they got that stall. I don't know if you remember from history class, but they just sat there. Oh, the Cold War, if they go here, nuclear missiles. So they just sat there in the water at a stalemate. Because if America tried clearing communist Cuba, then communist Soviet Russia would come in. And we didn't want that, so we didn't do it. And JFK failed his task to the mob, which was going to be easy when he was going to be put in office, but then they became communist with communist Russia because the mob had so much stuff down in Cuba, hotels, casinos, everything. They need places to launder their money, and that was at jeopardy. So that's why they put him in office and didn't do it, and then just turned away from it. So they killed him because he promised them things.
Yeah.
And he didn't live up to it.
Yeah.
And what are you doing if the mob can do all it's ever done, then they can plan a decoy to take the bait for the rest of his life. Lee Harvey Oswald. Come on now. That's
deep too. I'm gonna give you a conspiracy theory.
All right.
But it's like a little one. Maybe we can make it big. I don't know. And then I feel like I should get you your snack, your drink. We should wrap this up. All right, I'm gonna call my butler, and we'll get the shit going in here.
Alfred.
So, conspiracy that I like is mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like mirrors could actually be a portal or an alternate universe. And look right there, bro. So right behind us, there's a mirror. And there's 2 other people over there in our alternate universe looking right back at us. And when we try to travel to that alternate universe, it stops us.
Yeah?
It stops us from going in there.
That's not a bad one because...
Bro, how the fuck is there 2 of me in the room right now?
Light reflection.
Think about it, bro. That's what the government wants you to fucking think, dude.
But you prove a good point. People
think about it. Everything is theories. Everything is theories. When it comes to conspiracies, they're theories. So this is just a theory. Obviously, that thing, I get what the government wants me to say. Obviously, that's not a fucking portal. But what if that was? What if that was me on that side? And as soon as I'm
that's real. Many people think mirrors are gateways. Actual gateways.
Scary movies use mirrors as gateways. Fucking people use mirrors when they do fucking rituals and shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? That shit's just wild. I wish you could.
It's known to be in haunted houses that spirits can walk through and out of mirrors. Like they go into it and they teleport somewhere and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm just gonna run through some quick ones. Yellowstone. This is what's gonna happen to the country. Ice caps are gonna break off. Tsunamis everywhere. Faults crack. San Andreas. Yellowstone erupts. Denver Airport. That's where the elite go. America fucked. Okay, sorry about it. Anyways, Antarctica. What did they just find up there? Go look it up. There's some sketchy shit up there. They're saying that there's like civilization before Antarctica was Antarctica. It was a jungle paradise. It was connected to everything. It was a real jungle. So what if there's a civilization there? They just went too far north and got frozen. You know how it goes. And then Bigfoot, is it real? Possible. It's very possible that a man never evolved to Homo sapien.
Yeah, look at fucking.
It's still stuck, and look at Joe Rogan. It's still possible that something never hit the full chain of evolution, and Loch Ness monster. If you took a horse and put it into water for 1,000 years and it evolved, it would look exactly like the Loch Ness monster. And another thing, is here in St. Joe. We have a mattress firm. It's been sitting there for I don't know how long. Have you heard the mattress firm conspiracy theory?
No.
They're money laundering. And multiple towns, they have mattress firm, mattress firm, mattress firm, mattress firm, mattress firm. Nothing inside it. No employees, nothing. It just sits there.
What mattress firm are you talking about?
The one right next to where Hastings used to be, dude.
There's a mattress. There's shit in there.
Well, yeah. So some of them, yeah. Why would it not be?
Because you said there was nothing in it.
Not all of them. Some of them, yeah.
Okay.
But there's a money laundering conspiracy. So
next time you come on, let's talk about that. That's interesting.
Mob.
Yeah.
Down in the Ozarks, there's a show about it.
It's a good ass show.
It is good.
You sleep on it. No, you sleep on it. Don't act like it's good. You sleep on it.
I did sleep on it.
Did you watch it?
I watched the first season and didn't watch any seasons after that because I didn't have Netflix till now. So
you need to watch the fuck. I'm gonna get on it, Tanner. I'm gonna get on it. I promise.
So, anyways, Antarctica, Denver Airport. That's where they're gonna hide the elites. It's weird, sketchy shit going on there. They already have tunnels built and everything for when the nuclear or natural or nuclear shit goes on.
Elon, he's building fucking space dildos to throw through the fucking ground.
He's building space dildos that go through the Pepsicons and then they come down and then they turn the frogs gay.
Yeah, but shit.
Creamy.
Hey, check out the video of Spike and Creamy Bigums. Shit.
Yeah. Anyways, injustice going on in Minnesota has been happening for a while. Racism is still getting captured on video. It's not changing. It's always been there. Let's try to end it. Everybody love everybody. There's prejudice is the most ignorant thing you can do.
Yo, Lee, we're calling my butler right now.
Anyways, and wouldn't it be cool if we were lived in our dreamlands and had GSP versus McGregor and John Jones versus Francis Ngannou? Wouldn't that be a cool dream? Think about it.
Oh shit. Spike was a good podcast. I'm doing a new thing. Asking favorite drink, favorite snack, and I'm supplying it. My treat to you for coming on. I appreciate it, Spike. Seriously. So
thank you. It's been a pleasure. I have to eat one in front of the mic.
Okay, so we got cheddar jalapeno, Cheetos.
Are they on a stick?
Yeah. Mountain Dew, not Baja Blast. They don't have that shit.
Yeah, Tanner doesn't have the plug at Taco Bell. So.
Yeah, dude. I really wish I did. But
thank
Mountain
you.
Dew,
appreciate
Cheetos,
it.
no problem, bro. Seriously.
Give me a nice little snack to put me on the toilet. Hell yeah.
No problem, man. Thank you for coming on Tanner Talks. I appreciate it, man. Seriously,
yes.
Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in to Tanner Talks, and I hope you guys see hope to see you guys on the next podcast.
Adios.